Hello, I'm Tyler Cribbs.
Hi, I'm Brianna Cheatham. Welcome to our first fall edition of IE News.
Today, in honor of the beginning of football season, Noah Russell is going to give us his top 10 NFL quarterbacks of 2017. And Noah also interviews his father about being inducted into the LBCC Hall of Fame.
All this and more on IE News. Now let's learn more about the Associated Student Body. Here's an interview with Heidi Alsanjak.
Good morning, Long Beach City College. I'm here with Miss Heidi Alsanjak.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
You got it right on the nail.
She is our ASB Club Senate President, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you do, what your role entails?
So mostly I like to say that I'm the voice for most clubs on campus. We hold our meetings for Club Senate Tuesdays at 12 o'clock from 12 to 1, and I kind of conduct the meetings, and basically we just kind of go over the events that are going on campus, what events the clubs are throwing, if I can be there and be kind of support, help advocate for the students and whatnot.
So is it just events that the ASB does, or what else does the ASB entail?
So
in a whole.
So Club Senate is kind of its own entity, and then because it's Senate members, representatives from every club that come and meet, and we kind of congregate and talk about events. We try to kind of intertwine the clubs together, and then I'm also an ASB, so being in Club Senate requires you to sit on the ASB board, and there we meet once a week every Friday at 12 to 2, usually in room T1100. We want to see you guys there because it's for all the students. It's for everybody. And basically I just kind of go over what's going on campus, what events there's happening, if we're planning on changing anything. For instance, we just changed everything to online.
Okay.
So instead of filling out paperwork in order to have your events or get your meetings or whatever,
they can do it on the website.
All online on Nordic Sync, OrgSync. So you just create an account and you see what's going on campus.
And they can apply to throw an event here on campus, or various clubs can apply for their own events.
They can apply for fundraisers, events. Right now there was actually like an open mic night recently. So
that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. I almost got out there and busted a little rhyme.
What? Do you do anything else as far as ASB is concerned? Do they provide any services to students other than?
Yeah, so we sit on a board, and it's about like 18, 19 of us. There's the president, vice president, but we also have a lot of representatives here for the students, because we're not necessarily, this is the ASB. We're the students. We speak for the students.
Right.
So it's all about the students' voice. So
you're our voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, you have a good voice. So.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you. I've been practicing. So basically we have like a rep of arts, a rep of sustainability. We are in California, it's a green state.
Right.
We have a rep of athletics, rep of academic affairs. So we just kind of have a representative for every aspect on this college, rep of publicity. And so
that's a lot of representation.
Oh, there's a lot of representation.
Yeah,
and that's why I try to encourage the students to try to go as many meetings as possible, because we do vote on a lot of things that affect us directly here at Long Beach City College, and we want the students to be able to, challenge us as well.
Yeah, it's our campus.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, of course, and you want to hear their voice and hear their representation, so that makes sense.
Definitely.
So how long have you been here at Long Beach City College? Is this your second year, third year, your sophomore?
Yes, so this is my second year. This is my third semester here at Long Beach City College. I actually came from the other side of the country just to come and go to this wonderful school. And
really?
Yeah.
But where are you from originally? So you're not from Long Beach?
No, I'm from Maryland, so East Side, DMV.
All right.
Yeah. And it's been great. Like I've started school before, but once I came here, I was able to fully invest myself. Like Long Beach City is a great campus that really encourages students to be the best and do the best as possible. So I've been really involved on campus, something that I've never even done before.
Well, quite a trek. So yeah, you should definitely get all you can out of it.
Get all
right?
I can, right?
No, I definitely agree. Exactly. What are you planning on majoring in? Do you mind us asking? Do you want to?
No, of course. Mass communication and marketing. So I was just telling you earlier, it's interesting interesting I'm getting interviewed because usually I'm
the
one doing
interviewer.
it.
Yeah.
I'm the interviewer. So hopefully one day, I don't know, I'll be on the Daily Show. We'll never know.
Sometimes the tables turn.
Yeah.
Trevor Noah's my fiance.
Oh,
He doesn't
I love
know
him.
it, but he is.
Oh, no,
yeah.
no. He's such a man, but he's a great, great man. He's very intelligent and bright. But I feel like we need more representation as women.
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
it's a male-dominated field. Of course, there's women out there, but, you know, we're all prim and proper of saying the news. But there are a lot
There's
of...
more long-form journalism.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
As far as the satire and the comedic
Exactly.
aspect of it, we're not really
much.
represented.
I mean, yeah, we have Chelsea Handler. and
Yeah, she's
I'm
great.
in love with her. She's my best friend in my head. But
Yeah.
I feel like we need
in our
more.
own life,
Yeah.
in our mental life.
Yeah, I always say I'm a mix between Oprah and Chelsea because
Right. Well, they're opposite sides of the spectrum.
Exactly.
So it
And
gives you a nice balance.
Oprah's inspirational, but I'm also very inappropriate, a little
Right.
bit like Chelsea, and I'm not afraid to challenge certain thoughts and aspects of it.
And you know what? It's 2017, and that's where we are now, I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
as a group. So
Exactly.
Yeah, and it needs to be more of a united front. We talked
Yeah,
about that earlier.
definitely.
But is there anything that you want to mention to the campus as far as like, okay, you did say the meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to just reiterate how important it is for the student body to attend and
Oh,
where they're
yeah.
located and the times and days?
Definitely. Okay, so the ASB, we serve as a government for the students, and it's very important. Like, we live in a country where we can go out and vote. We have the right to protest, unless you're in the NFL. But
Right. Sorry, Colin.
Sorry, Colin. Yeah, and it's very important for us to go out there and advocate for ourselves. We can't really advocate for everybody when we don't know what the issues are. And and if you bring up the issues to us, we are more than willing to help.
So you help raise awareness.
Yeah, we help raise awareness, and on top of that, we also. Every semester we go to the SSCCC conference, which is the Student Senate of California Community Colleges, and that's
nice.
so that's where we go and delegate and vote on amendments on our Constitution. I think they just passed a bill, or they just passed something where it allows teachers to automatically drop you if you don't show up to the first 3 classes. So it's very important for these students to go there, because you guys can hear about what changes are happening within our
Yeah,
school
and those are
system.
serious changes
Yeah,
that really affect you as a
definitely,
student. That's
definitely.
interesting.
So
We should be there then.
yeah, you should be there. So it's every Friday from 12 to 2 p.m. Sometimes we go a little over depending on what we're talking about. And it's going to be in room T1100. So that's across campus. And sometimes we're at PCC. So usually we'll post our agenda right outside of the E building. So we'll show you exactly where we're going to be, the time, the place, and what we're going to go over. And also we will post the minutes publicly. So
Is there a social media link or something that people can online sort of connect with the ASB, or is it on the LBCC website?
You can go onto the LBCC website, but the most important place to go to is sign up for OrgSync. That's where you're going to find out everything. And on top of that, besides just ASB stuff, there's committees on campus that you can join. There's also like hiring committees. You get to work one-on-one with staff. You get to really know what is going on.
Yeah, it's really
in the
involved.
college. Yeah, and there's volunteer opportunities if you're into intramural sports, all of that. So it's really important to sign up and be involved and help put your voice out
I'll
there.
try to be there next week.
Yeah, please. I'll be looking for you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss Heidi Alsanjak. I love
Yes.
your last
Oh,
name.
thank you,
Thank you so
darling.
much for coming.
Thank
we
you for
really
having
appreciate
me.
it.
Yes.
And your hair looks great, by
Oh,
the way.
thank you, thank you.
We'll be right back with more IE news right after this.
Welcome to the Radio and Television Department at Long Beach City College. Here you will learn to make anything that ends up on your television or radio. Working in the studio is like some kind of cool video game. You man your controls while coordinating over headphones, watching the screens carefully. Then when the target is in the right spot, you push the red button. Only instead of zombies, it's celebrities. Whether you like playing single player or multiplayer using a PC or console, or you just think all this stuff looks cool, then check us out at LBCC.
And now Noah Russell interviews his father about being inducted into the Long Beach City College Hall of Fame.
Hello everybody, I'm Noah Russell with IE News, and wonders never cease. And the reason I say is because I'm interviewing somebody very special today, in fact, very close to me, a lot closer than you think. This gentleman that I'm interviewing has been inducted into the LBCC Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Russell, AKA my dad. Thanks for coming.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So, congratulations. You've
Thank
been
you.
inducted into the Hall of Fame. And tell us, what is the reason for that?
I can't say.
Well, I can answer that, in fact. It's because that you were also ASB president here in 1983.
And in 83, that's right,
Yes.
fall of 83.
And what were your duties as ASB president?
Let's see, oversaw the entire associated student body, and then I also was in charge of the Board of Enterprises, which ran back then, I don't know if it's the same now, but we ran the bookstore, the vending machines, and the cafeteria.
Oh, nice, nice. And when you came here, did you have a major or anything, or?
Yes, business.
Business, all right. And did you have a mentor that guided you through the entire LBCC's
You know,
experience?
a couple, actually, probably, well, a couple of mentors, is John Philpott was my Associate Dean of Student Affairs, and he was my staff advisor, and just a gentleman, taught me a lot. In fact, I probably learned more outside the classroom than I did inside the classroom, but I had great instructors. Beverly O'Neill was another mentor. Jim Ostak, when I was president of the Order of Thane, he was my staff advisor, and wonderful coincidence, he's also being inducted the same year as I am, so it's a nice coincidence.
So do you know of any of the other inductees that are joining you? Or?
Yeah, a few. I know Michelle Dobson, and her and I first met when we served on Long Beach Day Nursery Board together, and I was board chair of that. She just did a phenomenal job. She's a local attorney in town. And then we're both in Rotary together. When I was president of Long Beach Rotary a few years back in 2014, she was on my cabinet. And then Jim Ostak, I just mentioned. And the other two, I know, but I don't know them well. I've met one, and the other I haven't met at all, so it'll be very pleasant to meet them.
So when and how did you hear, and what was your reaction when you figured out that you were inducted into the Hall of Fame?
It was a week ago yesterday, Tuesday. I was sitting in my office working with my team at Coldwell Banker Commercial, and Anne Marie Gable, the acting president, superintendent of the school district, Long Beach Community College District, called and gave me the news. And it was like, wait, what are you saying? Are you sure you got the right person? And my reaction, I was pulling myself off the ceiling, to be perfectly honest. It was just a wonderful surprise.
Absolutely. All right, well, congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
It's great having you in the studio. Like, never in my wildest dreams have I ever thought I was going to interview my own dad into the LBCC Hall of Fame.
Isn't it fun?
That is really something. All right, everyone, I'm Noah Russell for iNews, and we'll see you next time.
We'll be back with more IE News after this.
Do you love radio and television? Have you been considering a career in the industry? Long Beach City College offers state-of-the-art technology with hands-on training. Our staff brings years of industry experience to our program to help you gain the knowledge you need to pursue a career in radio and television. Apply now to Long Beach City College to join our award-winning program.
Now let's go to the movie review with Dennis Davis.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 was a really fun superhero movie. It didn't provide us with a very heavy storyline. The premise was simple. And best of all, the movie was having lots of fun and many funny moments. I love the chemistry among the Guardians, and I love Baby Groot's very cute and adorable behavior. I am Groot. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is such a glorious celebration of all that's enjoyable about going to the movies. It makes you feel like you've gotten your money's worth, from the ticket price to all the expensive food and drink items. Everyone in the theater walked out chatting and laughing about the movie. I can't think of a way to make a movie more enjoyable than Guardians of the Galaxy 2. This is a character-driven movie, and every single main actor gets fantastic screen time. No one is in the background. They all shine. Jokes are nonstop, and there are way more jokes in this sequel. Some of the humor is so unexpected and wacky that you will burst out laughing. You will hear other people in the theater continue to laugh as the movie rolls on, and well, you will just laugh again and again, thinking about what just happened on the screen. As funny as this movie gets, you will be pleasantly blindsided with some of the extremely heartwarming scenes between characters. How can a movie make people laugh so hard, then the next minute have everyone sobbing, or at least fighting back the tears? If you are the type of moviegoer who likes to brag that you didn't cry through an emotional scene, be prepared to be tested. Guardians of the Galaxy has many emotional scenes, and they happen at the weirdest and most unexpected times. My bet is that you will cry, at least once. There are just too many good scenes coming at you. This movie is a rare roller coaster of emotions. I love this movie and would give it 5 out of 5 stars. This is Dennis Davis for IE News.
And now, let's go to Noah Russell with his top 10 NFL quarterbacks of 2017.
Hello everybody, I'm your IE News sports reporter Noah Russell, and in honor of the 2017 football season, today I'm going to give you the top 10 NFL quarterbacks of 2017. Number 10, Cam Newton, Carolina Panthers. Number 9, Matt Stafford, Detroit Lions. Number 8, Russell Wilson, Seattle Seahawks. Number 7, Ben Roethlisberger, Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 6, Drew Brees, New Orleans Saints. Number 5, Dak Prescott, Dallas Cowboys. Number 4, Derek Carr, Oakland Raiders. Number 3, Matt Ryan, Atlanta Falcons. Number 2, Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packers. And the number 1 ranked quarterback, Tom Brady, New England Patriots. And there you have it. Those are the top 10 quarterbacks of the NFL 2017 season. I'm your IE News sports reporter Noah Russell. Thanks for watching. And by the way, catch me every Thursday from 1 to 5 p.m. on KLBC.
We'll be back with more after this.
Are you bored with your daily routine? If so, there are fun and exciting things to do at Long Beach City College. You can take classes in your field of interest, including radio, producing, and directing your own live-to-tape segments, such as IE News and Jammin' Live. Or you can do editing and filming commercials and live broadcasts of sports. If you're feeling like you're postponing your 15 minutes of fame, you can start now at being an actor. You're capable of doing all these things at your local community college at the Carson and Clark intersection at Long Beach City College.
Long Beach City College radio and television program with state-of-the-art equipment. Learn directing, television studio functions, and more. All in our state-of-the-art full HD radio and television studio at Long Beach City College. Don't miss out. Enroll today at www.lbcc.edu.
We here at IE News like to highlight different professors around our college campuses. Right now, let's get to know Dr. Peter Knapp from our acclaimed LBCC music program.
Good afternoon, Long Beach City College. I'm Yalda Fanouni with IE News, and I'm here today with Dr. Knapp, who is part of our music faculty. You are the instructor for music theory and various other music classes, correct?
Right, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so a variety of things for the music major program, the theory and musicianship sequence, and helping coordinate the music major's transfer program, as well as several GE courses.
Okay, what are some of the GE courses that people maybe who are not music majors but are like interested in music, such as myself,
right,
maybe want to take?
We have several. So there's Introduction to Music Theory. Again, no background experience needed. There's Music Appreciation, which is a survey of classical period music. Then there's the Music History Sequence, which is a 2-semester sequence. There's History of Rock, History of Jazz.
Oh, those sound interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
those sound really interesting.
A lot of variety to choose from.
So we'll look forward to that. That might be on my schedule next semester.
Great.
You've been with Long Beach City College for how long?
This is my 18th year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's been, it goes fast.
Yeah, it does go fast, huh?
Yep.
Well, you're not going anywhere anytime soon.
No. We love it here. I came here straight out of grad school and wasn't sure how long I'd stay, but I loved the job and we love the area, so.
Well, we love to have you.
Yeah, that's great.
But you did go on a sabbatical recently.
Right.
To do some research.
Yeah. So all last year, I was able to go on sabbatical. It's great the college supports those. And so I was able to take a break from teaching for the year and just spend the entire time researching. And so what I was looking at was the 2-year musicianship sequence, which is ear training and sight reading skills for the music majors. 2-year sequence of courses that are some of the most challenging ones for them.
Okay.
It's very skills intensive. So if you think about, how good is your ear?
Right.
How good is your ability to sing and look at music and sing it by ear? Listen to music, write it down by ear. Those are the 2 primary things they're working on in there to develop a really strong sense of internal ability with the music. So it's very challenging for them, and a lot of students struggle with different activities. So what I wanted to do was look at the psychology behind that, and not the psychology of anxiety or things like that, but actual just cognition, how the brain processes these different skills. And so I had done a fair amount of psychology work, music psychology work in grad school. So I came back to it. And so I spent the first half of the year reading all background research that I could get my hands on, journals, books, different things, looking into studies on the pedagogy of these skills, so specific teaching techniques and testing different ones out. And then looking at the neurology and cognition aspects on, so again, how the brain works through these. And most specifically, I was interested in where my students struggle and trying to come up with diagnostic methods for finding out exactly what they're struggling with.
What the struggle is.
Yeah, what more deeply is the struggle. I mean, I know just from teaching what they're struggling with, but why are they struggling with it? So that first half was looking at that. In the second half, I came back. I wasn't teaching, but I was going into the classes I normally teach that someone else was teaching at the time.
Doing observation, more of your hands-on research now.
Yeah, and just pulling students out one-on-one or in small groups, like, okay, what are you struggling with? And working with them on trying out different things that I've been reading about. And then also doing an online diagnostic that's part of a larger research study from Northwestern.
Okay.
Where they're actually listening to things and trying to judge the discrimination between different pitches, and then also singing into a microphone, and the program is analyzing it and then gives them feedback on how accurate or inaccurate they are. And just using it as a diagnostic tool so that when students come in here, I can more quickly and precisely and research-based figure out what's going on or who is more likely to have trouble with things.
So aside from the diagnostic aspect of it, where now you can see where the problem lies, did you guys come up through the research project, come up with a solution or exercises or things that can help some of these musicians?
Yeah, and that's an ongoing process. I mean, I'll be turning in the project in a couple months. That's the official turn it in, but I really plan on having it being a living document and ongoing. I'll be presenting at a conference in a couple months to present some of these findings, and then work with faculty from hopefully around the state to continue this work and get their input, have them try things out, because I want to share all of this. The main product was to create a handbook that I could share with other faculty. But yeah, some of the techniques
that they can include in their curriculum and use.
Yeah,
when they encounter students with some of these issues. It's really interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, and we talked about too, I said, well, I'm tone deaf.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned, no, that's not normally the case.
Right, yeah. A lot of people claim to be tone deaf. I think a couple articles was talking about around 15% of the population claim to be tone deaf or think they are. But they're technically not, according to the research. So there's a condition called amusia, meaning without music. So it's an actual it's actually called congenital amusia, and it's a neurological condition that some people, very few people have. It's about 2 to 2.5% of the population only who have it.
Hopefully it's not a deficit I suffer from.
Probably not. Where there is an actual certain portions of the brain neurologically that are not connecting their ability to discriminate pitches well or to match pitches with their voice very well.
Right.
And there's a great book by a guy named Tim Falconer. It's a really easy, not easy read, but it's not a technical read that looks at this.
It's not really tedious. Okay.
And he has the condition, and it's his personal struggle and story to learn how to sing.
With the condition.
Yeah, and it's a great story. And but most people are just actually not. They don't have enough experience with their voice, and they don't have the right training.
Okay.
So, in fact, just the other day, last week I was working with a student who's been struggling with this for years. She's not a music major, but she enjoys taking the classes and has just struggled for years and years with this. And she's a returning older student, and she just enjoys it, but she's really had trouble matching her pitch. So I worked with her last week, in the past couple weeks, trying to diagnose more specifically what she was struggling with. I gave her some drills and exercises to work on, working with vocal feedback because she would have trouble matching the pitch on piano, but if I sang it, she could match it better.
That's interesting.
And yesterday she came in for an update quiz and did very well. So I'm excited about using more of this to make that connection.
Most of those techniques seem to be working, huh?
Yeah, help them over that hump.
I might have to take one of those classes.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I know I'm definitely off when I'm singing Al Green in traffic. So you seem like a really interesting individual. You are a doctor and you got your doctorate in music theory, right?
Right.
Okay. But in your personal life, you're a long distance swimmer? Is that okay?
Yeah. My daughters both swim competitively. And watching them, I got inspired to try it myself. I mean, I knew how to swim, like most people know how to swim. In other words, not drowning at least. And so I decided to give it a shot and started giving it a go. I had some great help from some friends here at the college, the water instructors here, the coaches, and then there's the club that they swim with. They have a master's club here that actually swims at this pool in the mornings, and so I got involved with that and just kept working at it and working at it. I got to be friends with people who swim in the ocean a lot, and I just love being out there. I just kept going at it, and so now I coach for the club my daughter swim with.
Okay.
And
it's great that they inspired you, and it wasn't something that, a hobby that you expressed interest in until you saw them doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's great to be able to spend extra time with them and get to work with other kids. It's a great program over there, a lot of kids, and it's great to be able to teach them a skill that's such a lifelong ability.
Yeah.
And so important for safety.
Yeah, it's survival. Survival-wise, it's I got a good doggy paddle.
There you go. That works. Yeah.
But you did something really interesting. You said you swam the entire Catalina Island.
The channel.
The channel.
Okay. Yeah. So there's an official swim. There's a federation that, looks at the swims and observes them and makes them official. So you can swim from basically Palos Verde over to Catalina Island or Catalina over, either way. I swam from the island here. So that was last June of June 16. And it was grueling and very difficult.
How long was it, distance-wise?
It's 20 miles.
What?
Yeah, it's 20 miles, and it took me just under 13 hours. Some people, I have a friend who's done it multiple times, and he's done it around 8 hours. So.
Well, that's after, like you said, it's grueling, but there's practice and training, and once you do it so many times, I'm sure you build up an endurance.
Yeah, I know there was a lot of training that went with it, but then, it's the ocean, and it's a long time, and some things, it's unpredictable. Mm-hmm. And so there were some challenges on it that I hadn't predicted or expected, and so you just keep going.
No sharks.
No, they were worried at one point. They thought they saw one, but it turned out to be a sunfish's fin.
Okay.
Just sticking up in the air.
Is that something that you have to worry about when you go on these swims? Is some of these?
Not really. I don't worry about sharks.
Not so human friendly. Okay.
I mean, the past couple of years there were a lot of shark sightings.
Yeah, I've read that.
We were cautious. We didn't tempt fate, but for the most part, they're really not interested in us at all. It's just you don't want the accidental test bite.
Right, which sometimes ends up being something that causes you to lose a limb or...
Yeah. So, but for the most part,
seal.
It's really not an issue.
I mean, it sounds amazing. You're consistently swimming for 13 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a resting period or
you're not allowed to touch anything?
Really?
Yeah, the kayaker has the nutrition and they just hand it to you, drink it down, and you keep going. You're not allowed to put your hand on anything or rest or anything like that.
That's amazing.
So.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It was glad I did it. So.
I'll leave you to it,
It's done.
Yeah, that's not something I think that's not an endeavor I'll ever embark upon.
Well.
Yeah. I have a huge fear of the ocean and what is underneath me or what may not be underneath me, hopefully not underneath me.
Right.
But, hey, to each their own.
That's right.
Is there any classes that you can recommend us to take next semester? Anything really cool, interesting coming up?
Well, we have tons of great ensembles. We really have two sides of our program, the classical, more traditional musical style, and then the jazz program, which has really just taken off. Andrea Calderwood, we just hired as our brand new full-time vocal jazz faculty person.
Okay.
So she's joined us, and we're really excited about that. She's been with us 2 years as adjunct already. So there are tons of ensembles to try out and join in. Some of them are auditioned. Some of them take more of an audition than others. So there's evening choirs, evening bands, evening wind ensembles, day groups. So there's a lot of variety. There's jazz combo small groups. So lots of performance opportunities. We also have performance training courses, so the piano courses for beginners, guitar for beginners.
For novices.
Right,
amateurs.
Exactly, right from the start.
Sounds like a great program.
Yeah.
It sounds like a really great program.
Thanks, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing a little bit about your personal life.
You're welcome.
Your
Thanks
swimming
for having
life.
me. Appreciate it.
Long
Great
Beach
to
City
meet you.
College, take a couple classes with Dr. Knapp in the music program, and thanks for coming again.
You're welcome.
That's all we have here for this week. If you would like to join our award-winning radio and television program here at Long Beach City College, contact us here at 562-938-4892.
I'm Tyler Cribbs.
And I'm Brianna Cheatham. Thanks for
watching,
and we'll
see you next time.